Hi there, and welcome to Celeb Hut. Cardi B has approached with a chilling tale about, in all honesty, Diddy himself at one of his notorious gatherings. Diddy purportedly pestered Cardi shamelessly, offering her a faltering $50 million for only one night with him directly before her significant other Offset. She uncovers the astonishing subtleties of how she needed to escape the party in fear. Could this be the genuine explanation for Cardi's new disclosures about the clouded side of distinction? Stay close by to reveal every one of the delicious insights concerning this embarrassment and how Cardi figured out how to get away from what might have been a life-changing bad dream. You won't have any desire to miss this when you lie about how I'm going to sue you and you got to accompany receipts and not virtual entertainment receipts. You got to accompany court receipts. Strangely enough, what Cardi could have stayed away from that evening was far more terrible than anybody could imagine. Diddy's gatherings have for some time been murmured about in Hollywood circles, not for the excitement and style reports that have surfaced throughout the long term, portraying these occasions as something out of a dull dream I've had. I've had my experience. Okay, I'm great. Truly, there was nothing for it. So, like some Diddy-type Diddy White gatherings, these gatherings frequently held in his rich Los Angeles house have been depicted as hedonistic. Social events where the lines of assent and fairness are perilously obscured. Visitors have told stories of being handled with substances and constrained into compromising circumstances, frequently with cameras rolling stuff everyone. It generally had the standing simply, a reality what truly you don't. See, I have never heard that one insider uncovered these gatherings are more than simply a night out. They are a jungle gym for Diddy's most wound dreams, a similar source proceeded to depict scene. As that reverberation, the nerve-wracking allegations from Diddy's previous sweetheart. Her claim illustrated what she called freak-offs, where she had to take part in cozy demonstrations with male grown-up performers generally organized by Diddy himself. Could it be that Cardi detected the approaching risk and decided to get away from prior to turning into one more appalling story at his gatherings, where assuming you appeared there at 11:0 by 3:0, you're most likely not recollecting how you appeared. As the story unfurls, hypothesis is overflowing that Cardi B is intending out for a detailed account interview. Dependable sources recommend that she is getting ready to reveal how Diddy made disgusting recommendations to her, including offering an extreme amount of cash for a solitary night. Together, this potential disclosure is set against a scenery of old reports where Cardi was spotted going to a portion of Da's gatherings. A look at the star-studded list of attendees shows Card blending with the listers like Beyoncé's and the Kardashian family, yet in the background, the truth could have been far less fabulous. However, with regards to the maltreatment that I saw was this leads us to the inquiry: is Cardi B the only one a long way from it? Claims against had been mounting, with a few famous people approaching with comparable stories. As of late, Rodney Lil Bar Jones recorded a claim guaranteeing Diddy grope him and boasted about laying down with male famous people. This is simply insane. Just perused one more stunning disclosure from the court records was that Diddy purportedly paid ladies, including Youthful Miami and Daphne Happiness, for personal administrations. Consistently, the reports portray how Diddy would keep up with these illegal plans while introducing a cleaned public picture in a stunning turn. Even Christian Stone, known for her wild connection with Blueface, was allegedly focused on for enrollment into Diddy's arranged organization. Blueface's mom, Carlsay Saffold, took the Instagram live, asserting that Youthful Miami and Diddy were attempting to bait rock into their circle for personal administrations. They was attempting to select cran that is what Diddy and what's going on with everything. The young lady Keisha was finally enrolled. What nobody expected was the expansiveness and profundity of Diddy's supposed abuse. Ceci's itemized allegations, including being compelled to utilize sites to find male mates and being employed with substances, illustrate control and misuse. The 35-page suit spreads out realistic claims, all of which, through his lawyer, he denies. She guaranteed that Diddy guided everything she might do, from what to wear to how to play out, all while affected by a mixed drink of substances. This chilling story is frightfully suggestive of what could have been hanging tight for Cardi had she remained. Might it at any point be that Diddy's appeal and charm are more of a veneer for a much hazier reality as additional casualties step forward? The picture of the cherished tycoon disintegrates, uncovering an example of a ruthless way of behaving, with Cardi B possibly joining the ensemble of voices. The outrage is ready to detonate, revealing insight into the vile underside of Hollywood's world-class social events. As this shameful story keeps on unwinding the spotlight movements to the stunning charges that Diddy's scandalous offers weren't simply restricted to ladies among the many murmurs that penetrate the music business. A few male VIPs have purportedly wound up at the receiving end of Diddy's L-double-U recommendations. In a frightening disclosure, jokester Feline Williams stood out as truly newsworthy when he guaranteed that Diddy once offered him $50 million for an AUD act during a meeting on Shannon Sharpie Club Shay digital recording. Williams got straight to the point. Presently, I've needed to turn down $50 million 4 times multiple times just to safeguard my honesty. And that opening I was telling you, this claim sent shockwaves through the amusement world, bringing up issues about the degree of Diddy's way of behaving and exactly how many others could have comparative stories in this debased, wiped out, curved industry. These guards really do hold admittance to specific levels you realize are strangely sufficient. Williams claims he repeated one more upsetting story from rapper Dunn. In a sincere interview, D1 related how a record was hung before him in return for taking an interest in a gay demonstration. If you assume that you are a part of this gay demonstration that I'm attempting to participate in, you should definitely come on this entryway. Open genuine speedy for you. His words illustrate a music industry rife with intimidation and double dealing, where even significant arrangements are attached to the most compromising of conditions. This leads us to the inquiry: how profound does this deep, dark hole go in Terrence Stein's hazardous diary? The secret gay existence of hip-bounce stars is laid out. A senior member, a previous chief at MEA TV, gives a brief look into a reality where numerous industry insiders and craftsmen have secret existences eclipsed by a public veneer of hypermanliness. His disclosures indicate a flourishing gay subculture inside hip-hop. In spite of the business's famous homophobia, could Diddy's recommendations to male superstars be important for this clandestine and complex organization? So you saying that someone came dependent upon you, expressly attempting to get you required into, some gay movement me by and by? Certainly managed. That one insider's record remembered for Dignitaries Journal says a lot. The insider depicts how certain chiefs and specialists, all the while assuming a pretense of industry organization, participate in undercover connections and make offers that haze moral lines. Among these tales, the names of high-profile figures like Lucas, a married top-notch celebrity, and Kareem, a main sitcom entertainer, arise, energizing hypotheses about the personalities stowed away inside. These shocking stories, as though this weren't sufficient, reveal that the most recent claim against Diddy exposes additional tempting subtleties. Online entertainment is abuzz with the hypothesis that redacted names in court records could allude to notable figures like Docile Factory and Usher. However, neither one of the craftsmen is straightforwardly blamed for a wrongdoing, their supposed contribution in Diddy's gatherings, and the cloudy exercises on board his yacht caused a commotion, as per the claim that these social occasions were a hotbed for unlawful exercises, including underage ladies and grown-up performers, painting an upsetting image of overabundance and moral rot, because Diddy is needing a body and you gotta let him know. No, you gotta let him know. No, I did. So might it at some point be that Diddy's cautiously organized public persona is simply a smokescreen? The charges recommend a man whose private activities obviously stand out from his cleaned picture as additional casualties, both male and female, forward-moving with their accounts. The broadness of Diddy's claimed defense turns out to be progressively hard to overlook, with Cardi B possibly adding her voice to this ensemble. The embarrassment is set to arrive at a breaking point, testing the very groundwork of media outlets' most tip-top circles in the court of popular assessment. Diddy's domain is by all accounts disintegrating his dissent, and cases of character death are losing their power against the setting of these determined allegations. Each new declaration works on his inheritance, uncovering an example of conduct that traverses many years and crosses the limits of orientation and power elements. This is the downfall of the Diddy story. As far as we might be concerned at last, with the gravity of the allegations mounting, it appears to be unavoidable that Diddy will before long pay the piper for his supposed violations. As government examiners escalate their endeavors, they have cautioned that Diddy may be taking a gander at a lifelong incarceration if indicted on the extreme charges of dealing among different offenses. Strangely, This case is attracting equals to famous figures like Jeffrey Epstein and R. Kelly, who proposed a rambling organization of casualties across different locales over numerous years. Nerman Mani, a lawful master, featured the reality of the circumstances, taking note that I wouldn't be shocked by the event. Subscribe Celeb Hut for more videos.